Welcome to the fireside. This is Ralph Brandt. We're going to read another chapter, chapter 5, from the book Karen. The title of the chapter is Back for Surgery. Karen was scheduled for an additional surgery. When she was aware of being in the room after the surgery, she saw her arm was bandaged much like it was after the first surgery. She asked the nurse about her arm, and she replied that the doctor would be in to see her. Dr. Patel came in an hour later. They located a problem. A piece of the bullet had traveled through her arm, through an area of the nerves and artery occupied in the upper arm just above the elbow, and exited through a hole made by another bullet. There was no indication of damage on the x-rays or MRI. They located the problem on the ultrasound of the artery, and the surgery revealed the damage. They replaced the artery with an artificial graft. A long section of the nerve was gone. There was a surgery that could fix that, a nerve graft. This would require another surgery, and the time till the nerve would recover could be months or years. Again, Dr. Ansel counseled against additional surgery for at least a month. The nerve graft was performed. 2 weeks later, Karen's arm was red and inflamed in the area of the graft. She was taken back for surgery, and it was removed. By now, the splint and bandage on her elbow, wrist, and forearm were removed. She had one massive group of scars and a terribly misshapen hand. Her wrist and fingers were limp and hung down unless she had the sling to support it. Her lawyer applied for the state's victims' assistance money, and the panel allocated money for surgery to restore her hand. 2 months later, she spent over 5 hours in the OR. Orthopedic and cosmetic procedures were performed to correct the shape and scarring of her hand and remove some of the metal in her wrist. A second nerve graft was performed at the end of this procedure. This time, within a week, her body rejected the graft and it had to be removed. During the next couple of weeks, she endured several bouts of inflammation and infection in the area around her artificial elbow and the reconstructed wrist. Twice, medicines caused allergic reactions. Both were potentially life-threatening. She was on a medication continually including high doses of prednisone. Her mood swings were terrible. Her face got puffy. Karen had rarely taken any medications. Now she felt like a junkie. This is the end of the chapter. This is Ralph Brandt from the Fireside.